get into this morning's live and not an update, I want to go over a quick overview of what we're seeing transpire in the crypto market. Smashing in Texas, good morning, my friend. And thank you, everybody, for showing me the continued support. I dedicate myself above and beyond because of all of you. I make myself and force myself, even if I'm not feeling it 100%, which today I'm feeling it 10,000%, but I force myself to be in the moment. And I like to do this for each and every one of us. Not just that, by being consistent, it breeds the response so we can see what comes next. And we have not hit our technical levels yet. So good morning, dog bite. $10 by Christmas? No. Mario Louise Willamese, welcome in. Hi, Tom. Are we going to today? Are we going to pull back? Or where are we going today before a pullback? We'll definitely look at that. Aaron, welcome in. Rigid, good morning. Let's see. Mario, welcome. Tom, how high do you anticipate XP and XLM will go this bull run? XP $6 and $7. Don't look at the $6 and $7. That's way too high right now. Way too high. We've got to clear some very, very strategic levels first. We'll go over all of this. Crazy poll. Sir Smokes a lot. Thank you both for being in Tom's Army for your second month with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News, along with Papa Wheelie. Maul, welcome in. Thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XP Predictor. Anthony, Hasham, welcome in. Ali, welcome. Thank you for being in Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. Susan says, Trump says taxes won't be. Yeah, he's talking a good game about helping us with taxes on crypto for sure. CJ2 Pilot, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Daniel, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XP Meteor. BG, good morning, 92 or 120 today. Now, our next target up, we have it all at, it's all predetermined on our charts before it even moves. Our next target right now is up to the, up to the rising channel at 90.89. I don't make the rules. I just know how the charts work. We're able to make better than 40%. I think like 45% overnight on our XLM futures trade. So that was a fantastic thing. XRP's ripping it for us. We're up 15% today. Pay attention to DGB. I talked yesterday about a beautiful buying opportunity at 0062. I bought 133,000 plus DGB, and it's up like 13% since I bought it already, which are actually more like 17%. And I'm happy to be back on board with DGB. I talked about ZIL yesterday. Not an opportunity to pass up when it was down around the 158 level, 1.6. I bought about 53,000. These are long holds. These are not to be sold. I sold DGB at over 2 cents not too long ago, a few months back, and I was able to buy it back at 00. It was like 0062, I believe. We talked about it yesterday. But we've got a lot to get into, so much to get into. John says, Tom, grateful for keeping us updated. You are welcome, my friend. And like doing all this too, like it's all like in the moment too. Like I can see the charts. I've not been afraid to do even in the copy trade, and we're up like 178% in copy trading. It's ridiculous. The last week, it's like, well, overall we're up like $300 now, and I only do it on $170. It goes over. I take out the overage. So today it was up like 50 something dollars when I sold. So then I sold it out or pushed it back. I sold XLM when it was up 8.4% because I know there's the morning pullback and I'm not stupid. So I didn't want to be part of this drop down. And I thought right now coming live would be beautiful because now we can go over all of the stuff that's happening. I like to do it in real time, and this small pullback should hold, and then we should rock it back up. But we'll take a look on the charts exactly where that's at. Please make sure to hit the like button so YouTube does recommend this live. Extremely crucial for this live to be recommended this morning. I would love to see new members of Tom's Army. Maybe you've never sent a YouTube super chat, and with XRP being up over 85%, 84% in the last 7 to 8 days. Maybe you find the time now and say, hey, you know what? I'll show my appreciation, pay it forward, join Tom's Army. At least hit that like button so YouTube recommends his content because he's been nailing it. I've literally told everybody step by step by step. That's why I love my audience. I love when you're very transparent with me and you follow every single day, because a lot of people are left behind in the crypto market. And I literally tell you exactly what's going to happen. Exactly what's going to happen. XRP 22% on day. Next target 90 cents. Where are we at today? XRP surges 50%. Yada, yada, yada. Next target on there was 86 cents yesterday morning when it was at 77. What happened? 86 pullback. XRP big moment. Bitcoin breaks out of inverse head and shoulders, 100K coming, and that was from when it was at like, I don't even know. Milestone moment, if we can hold 66 cents, 36% pump, target 92 cents. Am I lying to anybody? Bitcoin to 95K. XRP 18.6% on the day, 46% last 96 hours. We are just getting started. XRP breaks out of inverse head and shoulders plus 32.5% to 93 cents is targeted. And then I talked about the move to 73. We've talked about the move wakes up 24%. Breaking out of 6% target, better than 40% move targeted, and that was before the 36% move. So I've been trying to keep it in line. I do it every single day without fail. I've been doing this since March of 2021 for a reason. I've made so much money the last 3 weeks. It's kind of unbelievable. It's unbelievable the last week and a half, 2 weeks. And the whole, hey, send a YouTube super chat, join Tom's Army or pay it forward. It's not for your money. It's that pay it forward mentality of understanding all the time I put in, and then you guys come out of pocket a little bit. And basically it's from profit. So this morning I'm asking for a kind gesture. If anybody wants to leave one, I would greatly appreciate it. So with that being said, good morning. 9:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, November 15th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. What a beautiful morning we're off to today. What a beautiful morning. Not because XRP's up over 86 cents. The reason for me why it's a beautiful morning is because we've been on point with these charts. If we were behind, if XRP was moving and we didn't acknowledge, and we didn't do what we thought was going to happen and we didn't stay true to ourselves, yeah, I'd be very disappointed right now. I'd be very disappointed if when we had little drops here before this big rise, if we would have lost our focus and said, we're selling everything. XRP, once again, it failed. And, that's just the way it goes. No, we didn't do that. This community didn't do that. Not even close to doing that. So now when we look at this, we're going to take a very, very deep look at exactly what we think is going to transpire next. Where any pullback can happen, because this was one of the small pullbacks right now. It doesn't seem like it, but there's been a lot of good stuff that has transpired here. I mean, a lot. So I'm very excited about where we have in this venture. I was going to do an update, but I felt like this would be more warranted. Whoops. Yeah, that's where we're at right now in copy trading. It's absolutely spectacular for anybody who's following. We're up 173.9% or almost $300. Like I said, I only do $170. Every time it goes over, I take it off the portfolio and keep it at 170. And yeah, we've done a spectacular job. So if you imagine I'm up 173% with all the copiers, you can imagine what I'm up personally on the side where yeah. So anyhow, and that's, some people say there's a lot of pressure there. I disagree. I like working with the community. I think win or lose, if we win, we get to win together. And if we lose, I'm losing as part of a team. There's like 12 people now that are copy trading on there, and 12 people are experiencing, 3 people stopped. We had one downturn, as I said. I had a big turn down on an AV. I lost like $115 or $120 on a liquidation. And then I had like a $50 loss on a WorldCoin trade. But most people, there was 3 people that decided not to continue, and they're down by like 20, 30%, while everybody else is up between 15 and 65%, if not more. It just all depends if they are willing to follow me 100% or not. So anyhow, forget all of that. It's been a good start to the morning. Now we need to see where we're going. We'll take a look at the XRP liquidation zones. We'll see the short versus long liquidations, and we'll look at a lot of different things here. True, welcome in, my friend. Good morning to you as always, my brother. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've seen so many comments. Yesterday, we nailed this in the live. I mean, I'm so proud of us in the live. We talked about this possible W reversal with Bitcoin and the fact that down here it seemed cheesy. It was an easy opportunity to go long because they printed over, it was either $1 or $2 billion in United States digital tether, which is not printed for our economy. That's printed specifically to put into the crypto. And how convenient that crypto had that 7 to 13% pullback market wide. You didn't see it as much with XRP and XLM because they had big rises first. But now look what happened. Look what happened. Daniel, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XRP Meteor. Daniel says, me too, it's been amazing. Oh, I know, it's been incredible. This is why we do what we do, for times like this, so that we can be in front of the market. Look how many people were behind the market, and now look what's happening. XRP's market cap's up another 13% today already. 13%. We don't make the rules, we just follow the rules. So I say, we don't need to make the rules, we just follow the rules. It came up to that 51.2 billion, basically. That's the rising channel. If XRP gets out of that rising channel, you know it's over. If XRP, ladies and gentlemen, if XRP breaks out of this next resistance, there is nothing stopping us from that handle resistance at $1.18. And ultimately, we break that handle resistance. See how I made the handle last night in the live white? So measure it to the white chart. The white handle here, if you're new to my audience, and I don't know how many people are here. Holy smokes. 174 people already. It's only 9:25 a.m. and everybody should be at work. Wow. 88 likes. Make sure to hit that like button, as we've got less than half hitting the like button, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. I just think it's cool to have everybody in here. Theta Chellies, thank you so much for the $9.99 donation. First YouTube super chat. We'll definitely look at Theta today because of you now. But this is the handle. See the cup? The handle is white now. So color-coded on my charts now. So the white handle will go to the white target, which is $1.18. The cup will go to the yellow target, which is $1.37. You measure the depth of the cup, and then you measure it up, and the technical target is $1.37. Now it gets way nicer than that, and way more appealing if we look at the all-time chart. As I talked about, we're on this major inverse head and shoulders, and that it was ready. Short-term inverse head and shoulders, much wider inverse head and shoulders. The technical target out of here, and this is first layer, folks. We've got $2.29 as the target out of this long-standing descending consolidation. You get on top of this, our real target from a 7-year consolidation is $5.49. I don't talk about this very often, but that is the real target. If we break through, get on top of 229 and stay bullish, that is the technical breakup. So if you look at from where we're at, and I don't talk about these often, and we're not close to that yet. We've got a lot to move through still. So this is 160%, but if we come up here, that's 531%. Now, mind you, we bought at 34 cents and 38 cents if you bought with me, which leaves us right around 35. It's about 35 cents because the majority was at 34. I just added when it came down to 38. But you're talking about from 34 cents if we materialize in the proper perspective. And you guys tell me what you think about this, because I don't talk about this a lot, but here, we'll even say higher than I bought. We'll call it from 37 cents on average. Look at that move. When this materializes, and it will eventually, that's 1,371% we'll be looking at. Tom, why don't you sell for 60%? I'm not looking for 60%. Really, Sean, that is excellent to hear. Ronnie, thank you so much for the $10 donation. That's incredible. I got to read what you said once it shows. So this is long-term perspective, but you can't go there before first you take out that totality of 500% from where we bought in. Right now, we still need to knock out the 90 cents, which would be 145. Does anybody realize how much we're up right now? For everybody who gave us shit for holding XRP, we're at, let's say, 87 cents. I'm up 135% on XRP. Daniel, thank you for the $20 donation as well. Ronnie says, thanks, Tom. Let me take out my phone real quick just so I can read those comments. Those are very important, especially with the YouTube super chats. I would feel so bad if I didn't get to those. Customized. Just from a personal standpoint. So Ronnie says, thanks, Tom. Next, Jay on me. XRP might move last, but it also moves the hardest, and all of our patience is about to pay off. And what do I always say, Ronnie? You say the same thing, too, I've noticed. It only takes days to make the move. XRP's moved over 80% in a week. In the last 3 days, it's over 60%. In the last 2 days, it's up 40%, roughly. Daniel, thank you for the $20 donation. Thanks for the TA and an awesome community to converse and talk about crypto. You're a gem. Let's enjoy the ride. Daniel, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Roman said we need an official Gensler resignation today, and we go and goodbye. He might. It's close. Sean says, Tom, this is the first XRP run that Uphold hasn't crashed during. That is excellent to hear for everybody in my audience who does Uphold. Excellent to hear. Thanks for that update, Sean, my main man from Maine. It's all an illusion, says I'm about 10 minutes behind, but going to ask if you have any thoughts on VELO. Thanks, Tom. Oh, no problem. And thank you for the $10 donation. Wow, this audience has really made me feel good this morning. Really made me feel good with the pay it forward mentality. There's nothing else this audience has to do today to make me feel good. Zero. Your take profit is 92 cents. Should I take it now? Well, if I'm going to be honest with you, there's going to be some pain and pleasure here. But remember, the technical target here out of that cup and handle will hit. It's going to hit eventually at $1.18. Out of the handle. Remember, Bitcoin's already hit its handle target. Bitcoin's handle target, the top handle target was around 89,000. And Bitcoin knocked it out of the park with all three. XRP's just behind. I said it before. The last target for Bitcoin to break out of this handle, I believe it's already broken. Now its next target was based on a short-term consolidation that we diagnosed very early. And if it breaks out of it, and you know what? Honestly, it actually created this. See, this is why it's so beautiful to do technical analysis in real time. Last night we speculated on how it could come up, but we didn't quite have the fundamentals to say this is how it's going to happen. This is interesting. Bitcoin needs to break this consolidation now. We've got much better evidence here this morning. Man, am I so glad we did it live. Because I would have been doing this on my own, and then I would have shown it in the update, and everybody would say, oh, Tom, how did you know? Now you can see how I know. I look at the technicals in real time, and I'm not married to anything, folks, except for XRP, XLM, DGB, ZIL, XRP Healthcare. Those are what I'm married to right now. For a reason. DGB and ZIL always outperform the market when a real bull market starts, and I expect 15, 20x, 25x on both of those when it's time. And then for XRP, XLM, I just let them do what they do. I don't care about the price. I don't look at my portfolio. I don't care that XRP's made me, in the last 7 days, it's made me like $4,000, if not more. I don't care about all that stuff because what I'm looking at is pennies compared to dollars. I'm not looking for the pennies. I'm looking for the real legitimate dollars. If I want pennies, I do the copy trading with all of you. That's it. I do the copy trading with all of you. I've made $300 in the last week just on copy trading using $170. That's it. And I withdraw every single time there's a profit. So today I made 32% on XLM overnight. I took that 32% out, brought it back down to 170. And now our next trade, we do the same thing again and we rinse and repeat. Yesterday wasn't pretty. Yesterday I had a $50 loss. Yesterday I had a $32 loss. But I also had, good gains yesterday and it outweighed the losses. See, that's what I do. I only hit at 54% of my futures trades because I get stopped out a lot. I see things reversing and then I'll sell it out to buy it back when it gets to the bottom and things like that. Like I sold XLM today, not because I thought it was over, but it was up 8.4% when I sold it. And I could see the little corrective phase. So it's not because I think it's over. It's because I know what has to happen now. If we're going to continue on, we already have the pattern set up absolutely spectacularly. And we speculated yesterday that we could start to form this little consolidatory form here. And I think it's pretty cool what's happening right now because we put this up yesterday. And now I think it's better to look at it like this with the ascending formation. But we came down below right now initially this 14 cents. Remember, we targeted 14.8, so it has not finished the move yet. So maybe it comes back down here and retests 13.5. And then it breaks out. But it doesn't seem like the move is complete to 14.8 yet. Now, are we splitting hairs because it came to 14.4? You better believe it. You better believe it. Because if the technical target is actually something like this, we've got resistance, support, resistance, but we don't really have a clear measurement. Right here is our clearest measurement. And if you look at the clearest measurement for XLM, that's how I got that target up there. And we already broke up. So I'm sitting firm with this. If it's meant to ride up here, it'll come up to 14.8 still. It's having a consolidatory moment. We would want to see it hold first layer 14 cents. Second layer, we need it to hold 13.5, but we really want it to hold this 14 cents. We had resistance 1 and resistance 2. And some people yesterday were like, Tom, I don't know why you're talking about XLM. XRP's doing this, this, and that, and XLM's only moved a half a cent. I'm like, well, that's because XLM is far behind, and it was down here. If everybody remembers, I put the stop loss at 11.9. It was at like 12.1. Everybody was so upset. Well, not everybody, but some people were upset I was talking about it. I couldn't believe it. And now you could be up from when I talked about it yesterday, 13%. Like, I'm trying to make everybody money. The bottom line is I'm trying to teach everybody good fundamentals. And when I get excited about crypto, don't you think you should listen? How long was I the bearish bull or the bear? You know, I was the crypto bear, everybody was calling me, for 2 years. But I was being honest with everybody. I knew it was not the time. And I'm not going to lie. Now, it's the complete opposite. I've been so excited this week. I mean, just listen to some of my shorts laughing and my updates laughing and just saying how great this is going to be. And not saying possibly or maybe. I've been talking about it's happening. It's happening. The one that made me the happiest. And I just want you to hear. This is at the very beginning. If you guys are not privy to my content, this was a few days ago when I just knew that we were about to, where's this at? Where was the laugh? I got to remember. Let's see.
XRP Future Millionaire. It's Sunday.
Nope, it's on Monday. It's the very next one. It's the very next one, and I'll never forget because when I came on, I talked about it in a minute. Right here.
Future Millionaire. It's Monday, November 11, 2024. At, I don't even know what time it is, but it is 11:14 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is your daily XRP technical analysis. And man, is it going to feel good shortly. Unless XRP takes the biggest, most profound dive that we've ever seen. XRP is on the verge here, and more than just on the verge. We're up 0.75% to 59.39.
Did you hear what I said? We're up 0.25% to 59 cents or 53.9 cents or whatever it was. Look how early this is.
Fully anticipate a move here to 64 cents. And if we can get on top of that rising channel resistance, we would have an open target up to not just 88, but 94, but the up and handle target now. Remember, we broke out of the cup and handle and back tested it now. If we do push up to these next targets, our technical target's $1.20 roughly off this cup and handle, unless it gives it all back. Bitcoin's over 84.
So, I mean,
XRP Future.
You want to talk about putting it in all on the line? I mean, I literally do this every day for a reason. And I do it with positivity over negativity because I think there's too much hate in the world. And I don't think we get anywhere with all the hate. So with positivity over negativity, with a community that has a fundamental understanding that we are helpful, not hurtful, helpful, not hateful, positive, not negative. We are winners, not victims. If you are in here, we have 228 people. We are not the victims. We've never been, and we never will be, because we are winners. And being winners, you have to have all the information from a charting and news perspective to make an educated and informed decision. You don't need to listen to all the other YouTubers. You don't need to listen to the FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. You need to listen to somebody who actually does this for a living, who doesn't go do a 9 to 5 because of my trading, because of my investing. And it's not just crypto. I told everybody yesterday in the midst of it, gold, silver, commodities, they're getting beaten up. Pay attention. I invested back in B2 Gold at $2.66 roughly. I'm back in Fortuna Silver Mines at $4.48. So these are being held. There's no selling it. There's no nothing. It already dropped from where I wanted when I sold B2 Gold at $3.32. And it was enough. It was enough. I targeted 285 and it gave me 266. Fortuna Silver Mines have been out since like 530, 540. I targeted 485. It gave me 460. I'm not going to... Now if it goes down, I'm going to continue piling on because I can see the next reversal. Remember what crypto did right before the big sucked up? That's what's happening with commodities right now. They had no choice but to cease because of the U.S. dollar. Because of the U.S. dollar. And look what the U.S. dollar is doing. It's about to break bullish again. It's gotten on top of our pattern expectation now. I don't make this up. Like I always say, I don't make the rules. I just speak them. We talked about first target 107 and possibly exhausting itself around 110. Like, I don't make it up. I just follow a big cup and handle. It might even come up to 112 or 114. So pay attention and make plans. If gold and silver continues to drop, I'm going to pile in. When I sold B2 Gold, I had 3,000 tokens. I use the exact same money I sold out of, and I have 3,400 shares now. So I gained 400 shares on the drop without having to add any money. So same thing happened with Fortuna Silver Mines. I had like 550, 600 shares. Now it's up over 700 or 800 just by using the same principles. And that's the same mindset that I usually use when I'm trading. Now, if somebody asks, how much money should you put in the copy trading? I only have $170 in there at all times. If I make, like I did today, 50-something on the XLM trade, then I take that off and it's still at $170. I do not want to be above it. I don't want to have too much on the line, and I don't want our community to risk too much because I don't believe in copy as a whole. Or I mean leverage trading. So I just try to teach what I know. So I tried to get everything out here early. It's taken me 25 minutes to get through all of the noise. But now we take a little bit of a deeper look. Michael, thank you so much for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge and a $20 donation. He says, I may not always comment, but I always like and appreciate what you do. Michael, you never have to tell me that. Just some of the stuff you shared at me and some of your most heartache-filled times with the passing of your parents last year, earlier in the year, late last year. And then being very open and honest with our community and me personally on Facebook, being my friend too. You're like family to me now. And you know somebody in my family, my aunt, my cousin's aunt, that you grew up with. So I feel like we're family. Like it was incredible to realize that you were part of all of it when we had a passing in our family. And then you reached out and said that you knew Mr. and Mrs. Crook. And it was just a fantastic thing. You know, we have such an amazing community here. Yes, and don't forget to give thanks to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You always got to give thanks, and you always got to remember where you came from and stay humble. Solo's up 80%. Excellent. Yeah, Solo. What is it? Solo and Corium should have good moves here. They should at some point. And I think Solo, somebody said, is already having a good move, which is fantastic to see. And then I want to put Corium up here too, just so we can see it, because those are on the those are part of the ledger. All right, so Corium. Let's see what they're doing. Yes, look at that. Look at that. Wait a minute. Solo's only at 7 cents still? Oh, baby, guys. Hold on. Whoever just brought this up, you might have just made us a shitload of money. It's starting. It's certainly starting. Remember, every reaction, see how far this wicked? Oh my God, it liquidated the entire fucking market. Good luck to anybody who was in this when it had that big drop. I don't know how many people would have stayed through it. But we got some big targets coming for Corium. Holy shit. Oh my God. Whoever just talked about Solo, you are a hero. Because I wasn't even thinking about Corium. I didn't know Solo ran 80. Oh boy. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. This looks like it's getting ready to explode. I'm not even counting that wick, but from the consolidation. Oh my goodness. Guys, holy Toledo. This is targeting like 11.5 cents if it breaks out. Man, Solo could be teasing a massive move here. A massive move. 66%. Wow, I dare say it might emulate, holy crap. We might be emulating Solo. We might be emulating, I gotta see something real quick. Holy shit. That's a big pending move, possibly. Big pending move. That's incredible. That is actually incredible what could happen here with Solo. I mean, obviously it could fall off the map again. It is Solo. Let's see. So if I look on here, so I'm still trying to learn what some of these sites have. Let's see. Sologenic is huge. For fuck's sake, I sold it. Yeah, a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. So, okay. So we've had some big movement there on the XRP ledger. That is awesome to see. Look at XRP Healthcare, folks. 12.4% today. I told everybody yesterday, buy. Or 2 days ago, we said it was ready to go. There's so many incredible moves here right now that are happening right before our very eyes. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. 1970 legend member for 3 months with the XRP Meteor. Congratulations on that. Thank you for being in Tom's Army for 3 months, says. And boom goes the dynamite. It's our time to fly. It sure is. We're going to go to DGB, Anthony. I own 133,000 plus DGB. And it's already done spectacular. I'm up like 17% since I bought back. And I'm so happy about that. And it's just getting started. XRP Healthcare we talked about yesterday. Remember? On Wednesday, it was down here. And I said, guys, it's ready. If you're going to buy, you can buy right here. It's up 24% from there. And its first target's up at 33% at 02683. The bigger technical move up should get us from where we're at. We're just breaking out, remember. So from here, Stone, it could backtest the breakout. We still have 33. And then, oh my God, we got a huge move coming with XRP Healthcare in the days to come. I'm telling you guys, it's not just we're going to explode. It's not we're going to explode. We are exploding. We are exploding. We're exploding. I mean, that's the bottom line. DGB's up 6% today. Just getting started. DGB back tested the breakout. Man, oh man. This is going to get unbelievable, I have a feeling. Think about it. DGB still at 0.007. I sold DGB at 15 cents. Then I bought it back at 0.006 and sold it at 2 cents. And now I bought it back at 0.062. And it's not for sale. It's not for sale. This time it's not for sale. None of my crypto's for sale right now. 1 cent is our target. So we're looking at what?
I like this one comment. I was reading it. I'm going through your comment.
Oh, what did it say?
It said Tom is so intelligent that sometimes I wonder if he's artificial intelligence.
No, you're not the first person who's thought that. I get that sometimes. But DGB, we're looking at about a 51% move in totality up to 1 cent. We've already started the move a little bit. It's up about 1/5 of that move so far. And I talked yesterday before this move ever started. So we had a big dump down yesterday down here to 636. I couldn't resist once it had this back test right here around the 6. I think it was 612 right here. It hit the 200. We had a nice push up and I'm like, ooh. Because it went up here. It was like a 17% move all of a sudden off the bottom. Then it retraced 9 or 10% of it. And I'm like, all right, that's it. I can see we're about to break out of this descending consolidation. And this is the time. And then I came on yesterday all excited about VeChain or ZIL and DGB. And now we see we're at XRP's up to 89.5 cents. Oh my goodness. Trying to fulfill this first target here of 90. Well, it's not the first target, but guys and gals, if we get on top of 92 and hold, do you see what's happening right now? We would be on top of the rising channel. This is unbelievable. The rising channel is 90.89 cents. If it gets on top and holds, next target 118 out of the cup and handle. I told you this is going to happen. Corium and Sologenic will outperform XRP. It's not about who's going to outperform who. It's about understanding the ecosystem. They could outperform it, but that's why you can hold more than just XRP. But if you're going to hold the brainchild from XRP, something that's on the ledger, you better hold the main token. So if you hold Solo and Quorum, you're doing yourself a disservice not to hold the actual XRP token. That's what pushes the ledger. If you're going to support the ledger and Solium and Quorum, you should be supporting XRP. But yeah, I don't disagree with that. Solo and Quorum are known for massive moves. That's why Quorum right now looks like it's undervalued by a mile. So yeah, I mean, those are great ones to watch for. So we're looking for 90 to break on the rising channel. 92 is the technical target right now. Out of this short-term breakout, And then after we clear, there's the 92, which is almost fulfilled. Once we clear 90, our next target now is to get above the 93 cent, which was the swing high, remember? Swing high 92, right here. 92.99 cents approximately. If we get past that swing high, it's over. It's over. We're going to do it. You can officially say if this cup and handle breaks up and we get above 93 cents, we may be flipping back into a bull market. You have to get above that 93 cent swing high and ultimately take out this cup and handle resistance before you can fully say that. But if it gets over 93, you can say the bull market is starting to possibly be signaled. Oh, yeah, Quorum is nice. I like Quorum. It's just none of my exchanges carry Quorum or Solo now. Ever since I left Uphold. I don't think any of them hold either of them, to be honest with you. So, but yeah, no, great tokens to hold. Great tokens. XRP over 90 cents. Yeah, I can't use Maxi. It's not in the USA anymore, unfortunately. Should we buy more if it gets past 90? No. Unless you want to, I don't buy over 40 cents. Just because it's rare, I don't buy anymore. I bought what I needed when it was there. But at 90 cents, XRP's up. If you held XRP from 34 or 38, to buy it at 93 cents when it'll be up 90% can be a disaster. Come on, guys. We were so on point with all of this. Like, you should all be very proud of yourselves for being able to see this miles ahead. And I told everybody once it happens, like everybody was like, oh, you're such an idiot for not selling it at 92 last year. I didn't not sell it. I sold some, but I would never give up the 14,000 that were in the cold wallet. And then I added more. When we had that drop to 38 cents, I added more, a few thousand, but I also bought the 5,000 the XRP Bitcoin parent and we slaughtered it. Trading with Jay Wright, thank you for the $10 donation. It's been in Tom's army for over 3 years with the XRP Diamond Hands bets. Has been waiting 3 years for Tom to say the words bull market. Yes, I haven't brought up bull market since 2021, and I said I'll start talking about it if we break that 92 or 93 cent area, get past the swing high in July of last year, because then the next target's the cup and handle up at $1.18. The handle formation target after a breakout is at $1.18 roughly. And then above that, you only have the cup and handle at $1.37. But guys, haven't we had this up the whole time? Even when we were in the rising channel, didn't I have this drawn out with the cup and handle, the rising channel, the fall down targets? We had this all set up. So as it played out, I said, we're so super bullish. It's unbelievable. And so many people are going to miss it because of the consolidation. When we had this consolidation right here, this is what I knew. When it came down here, this was on some charts 38 back here. Then once it hit here, I knew. Because it created this big consolidation. Looks like a huge bull flag. Inverse head and shoulders. Break out of the 2018 consolidation all the way to 2024. Mid-24 before I could get above it. Almost 7 years. And it just all lined up too easily. Yesterday we did the technicals and it all looked too perfect. And I said yesterday, we're coming up. I don't care what the technicals are showing on this consolidation. And it's just, when you start to look at it from this perspective, it's unbelievable. Now you start looking around the market. What is trailing behind? Zill's so far behind. DGB so far behind. VeChain so far behind. Like, look how far behind VeChain is still consolidating that move back. Oh, VeChain is about to explode. I think look at that descending consolidation. Ooh. If you don't buy VeChain and it breaks out of this, you're going to have to pay 37% more if VeChain breaks out of this. 37% more. What is it today? FOMO Fridays? Who's here for FOMO Fridays today? It's FOMO Friday. I'm going to FOMO. I'm going to FOMO right now on FOMO Fridays. True to the name. True to the name, I think I'm going to FOMO. Only because looking at my VeChain portfolio, I'm empty on VeChain after I sold it before and I forgot to buy it back. So I can buy the, wait a minute. That. And thankfully BITUNIX has a whole bunch of these different tokens. So if I buy this, because my goal was to have 30,000 VeChain before this breakout, and if I wait any longer, I may not get that chance. And I don't care; these are just long holds, so I'm not really caring if it up and down, left and right today. Because VeChain is part of my master plan, so I would be very, very disappointed in myself if I don't. So there, I bought $780 worth of VeChain for 31,618 tokens. So I'm very happy about that. So now I have 31,600 VeChain. I have over 62,000 XRP healthcare, over 14,000 XRP, same amount of XLM. I have over 50,000 ZIL, 133,000 DGB. But VeChain is my FOMO Friday today. FOMO Friday was VeChain. I'm glad that I paid attention to that because I had the $780 set to the side for VeChain. I just never put it back in. Oh man, that's awesome. Okay, so now I'll have to pay attention to VeChain. I'm glad I looked at that right now just because it's really in that consolidatory point. If it bounces off of here in that descending breakout, it's got a big move. And that's the short target in the move. Like, there's a bigger move for VeChain as well. Like, it's been a long-standing consolidation. Like, if we look at the widest part of this, that would get you up a little bit higher, up to about 3.7 cents. So assuming this plays bullish, and we really don't have any reason to think it won't, you're talking about you might have to spend 51% more to buy it at 3.6. I'm not willing to do that. This descending consolidation, just like ZIL, DGB, all of these, they've given us a great consolidation. And if they break down, I'm just going to continue to pile into the market. And the only reason I say this is because all of these are having their big breakouts of the cup and handle. Bitcoin's not even hit its target yet. It's not even close. Believe it or not, Bitcoin isn't even close to its target of 121,000. The fact that the megaphone played out on the handle and it hit every single one of those targets, boom, boom, boom. Now we just have to hold 84,911 at all times, and it's not going to break down. Yeah, Sologenic broke out for about 80% today. And now we've got this beautiful consolidation. As long as Bitcoin holds this, you're looking at 87.8. If it broke that, then you'd be looking at about, we can give a proper measurement here. We can give a proper measurement. Then I want to look at some of the liquidity maps and stuff like that. So a breakdown would get Bitcoin down to about 83,300. I'm not anticipating that because we haven't finished out our technical moves yet. But, you know, I do know consolidations will come when they're least expected. Oh, yeah, that's perfect to the top side. Okay. So to the top, it would be 96,724. Short term to the bottom would be 83,356. Remember, we still have our technical target. The only one left unfilled from the cup and handle breakout is 121,000 for Bitcoin. It's the only thing left to break out of. And yesterday I said there is no way that it's going down. I came on and said they printed a bunch of Tether. There is no way that it's going down with Bitcoin. I said it was a miracle that XRP crypto, or just the crypto market went down 7 to 12% universally right after they announced the printing of Tether. And you know that printing of Tether doesn't go into our money supply. That goes into the U.S. crypto, whatever they want to buy. And of course, it dumped right before that. And now look, Bitcoin's up 2.2% since then. And it's up more than that because a lot of people sold the Guru. And I was like, oh, Guru, what are you doing? You made so many big. But last night it was at 86,939. And I said it's going up. There's no way it's going down. They're not going to let it go down. It's impossible. So now we had this move. Now if it wants to retrace a little bit, we've got everybody this morning excited. And now you have to look at your individual buys. You have to look at your individual setups. You have to look for a pullback. You have to look for a spot to buy. You have to look for the continuation. There's so many things to look for. You know, you have to make those decisions. But we got about 15 minutes left with us this morning, and I'm going to go because it is still Friday morning. I want to make sure everybody's doing what they got to do. But before I leave, I got to go over the news and notes. So when we start looking at this, let's see where we're at right now. All right. Look at this. So we've got some, let's see, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin futures. Got a lot of money coming in here. A lot of money coming in. There's a ton of money coming in. Let's get to XRP though. XRP. Let's see. We got open interest rates. We got a lot of, look at all that coming into XRP right now. Ton of money. That's Binance. All right. So I want to look at this real quick because I want to see how the long versus shorts are piling up right now. And I like looking at the simplistic view. So right now it's starting to flip a little bit. 62, so 1.64 to 1 on the 5 minutes, 62.14% going long, 37.86% going short. On the 30 minute, 1.66 to 1, 62.37% going long, 37.63% going short on XRP. And the 1 hourly, we have 1.68 to 1 long to short ratio, 62.75% going long, 37.25% going short. And the 4 hourly, we have 1.79 to 1 going long versus short, 64.22% long, 35.78% short in XRP in the futures leverage trading market. And in the daily, we have a 2.02 to 1. You still have 66.89% going long, 33.11% going short. Rest in peace to the shorts. A lot of short liquidations and long liquidations. So we'll go to the liquidations. We had, look at this. Long liquidations, 9.9 million. So that helps clear up the space over the top. That's beautiful. Short liquidations, 14.5 million in short. So in the last 24 hours, 24.4 million have been lost on about 5 to 6 exchanges. The top, exchanges as far as volume is concerned for the most part. But they've lost over $24 million that could have been in positions. Think about that. That could have been in positions. Funding rates are all positive except for Kraken. They got negative funding rate, which is interesting. The open interest. Futures is down 7.55%. Perpetuals is up 37.09%. So there's 1.2 billion in open interest on XRP. That's amazing. It's up 36.9% in open interest. And then there's a lot of other things we can look at. I love looking at all of these. I wanted to do XRP. I don't know how I lost it. Heat map. Not TradingView, not Coin360, not there. Somebody showed me this the other day. I gotta find it. Might be right here. Unless this is the one I use. Yep, this is it. So XRP spot inflows and outflows. Right now we have 57.39 million in net inflows on November 14th. I know it's the 15th, but this is our most recent measurement right now. And outflows we had, big mistake. And 38.4 million in outflows at 68.9 cents. What a huge mistake. What a huge mistake. $38 million found itself flowing out of XRP at 68.9 cents. Unbelievable. That's unbelievable. That much money found its way out. That's just market cap continues to grow here. And you can see by price. Once it updates again, it's going to be freaking fantastic. Let's see. What else do I want to look at here while I have this up? Let's look at the 7-day. 1 week. Look at all the outflows. Look at all the outflows. Look how much people dumped out XRP before it was time. Look at that. Oh my God. Look how many people missed out. This is probably a lot of my audience too. How is that possible? How is this possible that so many people sold out? I told you people were giving up right before it was ready to blow. Look at this. 37 million found its way out of the market on November 3rd at 58.8 cents. 37 million. What have we done since November 3rd? And guys, we hit our technical target here. So now in the rising channel, we might have to consolidate a little bit. We hit our rising channel technical target. Now we got to bust out of the rising channel, and our next move is $1.18. If we break out of there, we broke the 2023 high. We've already broke the high of 24. So 59 cents on November 3rd. Look at this. Ready? Let's go back to November 3rd. And this is going to stick with people for a long time if they sold here. And I'm just saying a long time. A long time. And I said, don't outthink yourselves here, because it's literally the easiest move we're ever going to get in our life. It really was. It was consolidating for so long in the same range. It was obvious to anybody who was paying attention. So they sold out on November 3rd. Sorry, that's at 49. So they sold out. It said the 3rd. Sorry, they sold out on the 3rd. So we're just going to go from the 3rd. So I'll do it at 51. Since they sold out on the 3rd, XRP's up 73%. So in 12 days, they missed out on 73%, even if they sell right now. Right now. We waited so long and people left right before. John Bugathorpe, thanks for being in Tom's Army for your 3 months plus with the XRP predictor. 6+ months with the XRP predictor. Tom, where is the next likely consolidation XRP? Only small bull back test so far. And thank you for the $15 donation. That was very generous. We've had a very generous and very giving audience this morning. I love the pay it forward mentality. It feels really good, honestly. Feels very good. Feel appreciative. The pullback, I'm trying to look at some of the numbers to see where everybody is finding themselves wanting to leave or wanting to pull back and things like that. No. I don't want to go to the liquidation map. I already have mine for Bitcoin. All right. So let's go to the Bitcoin heat liquidation map here real quick, because I think this is important. And this is my favorite one to use. I like the magma. So in the last 3 days, we've created a big bit of liquidity up here. I talked about this yesterday. When you went into the 12 hour, well, now it's the daily I should be in, but yesterday I was in the 12 hour right here. We created this big blimp right here. Just to come up to 91,000, you've got 120 million that was created in the last 12 hours in liquidity for short traders. If we bring this into totality and we look at it from like a monthly, this gives us a lot of information as well. And I know I've gone over a lot of information, but you know, it's absolutely necessary this morning. It's absolutely necessary. And it's all about liquidity zones, remember. So we're starting to, here, let me refresh this. I think there's a lot of people using these liquidation heat maps today. I think there's a lot of people using all of this stuff. Probably just keep it in the 3 day just to see the short term. Looks like an inverse head and shoulders again forming on Bitcoin. That could be a massive inverse head and shoulders. If this is the head now down at 87, this should propel us up over 100K if it plays out. Underneath, though, we do have some strong liquidity zones if we were to break down. 410 million at 86,500. Over 300 million at 86,200. You got 400 million zones. So you got a lot of liquidity down here. But now as you come up here, you ask yourself, do we have enough to pile ourselves over? Absolutely. We formed ourselves a barrier here. Look, 300 million at 92. 300, 300, 200, 200, all the way up. There's tons of liquidity to get us up. Look at this. We've got massive amounts of liquidity up here today that if we were to rise, we could take out this whole section that could propel us up to the next zone. Plenty of liquidity to the top side if we need it. Crypto Fear and Greed Index right now. It's corrected a little bit. At 80, still extreme greed. Yesterday was 88. So way up. There's still a lot of greedy. We need greed, though, to continue the rally. But I told everybody the futures contract with XLM, I sold out at 8.6% because I felt like a retracement would have to happen at some point. What have I done? I have DGB, VeChain, and ZIL for long term. I have XRP Healthcare for long term. XRP XLM for long term. Am I missing one? I think that's everything. And now, real quick before I leave, I want to do the short-term consolidation here. So we were asked a very good question about if we have a short-term consolidation. First target, since we broke all the way up to 92 and we did not hold 90 cents, we can say it's probably going to need to come down a little bit farther. So 90 didn't hold. Not yet, anyhow. Buggers, I'll be done in just a second, buddy. I'm going to shut this off right now, I promise. It's tough right now. It's tough. Maybe 85, 78 and such. So, but I'm going to go. My son wants me. Have a blessed morning, everybody. I hope this hit the spot, and we'll meet again shortly. Have a blessed day, and thank you all so much for the support. I got to go with my son. I'm coming, buddy.